Hi, Paola Jo from SederQuilts. If you've been following along with our cross of many squares, I want you to see this. Even if you haven't been following along, I want you to see this. So Darlene has been so busy cutting 2.5-inch squares, and I have them divided in a muffin tin. It works so well. So we already have the center cross and the cross border placed. We have our swooshes of color marked in on our design wall grid. And now we are going to start taking some of our colors and placing them in the right places. So after the cross and then the dark border, now we want the lightest, just hint of color, just a blush of color in the sections right next to the dark border. And so I've got some blue ones over here in the blue section, and then over here in the gold section, I want some gold, really, really light. And then some of these have just a little bit of color to them. And we can add those in there. And then here's some light pink from the pink section. And I have a really light purple, but you get the drift here. We're going to put some really, really light blush tone colors around that first row around the border. So you have the dark and then you have the light. And then we're going to keep going out with our colors here. We have our gorgeous cherry wood fabrics in our hand-dyed solids, and we're going to be putting them way out on the edge here because we want our darkest colors out in the corner. And we're going to use different shades, and then we're going to use a few of the batiks as well. And then we're going to have some of the slightly lighter colors in the next little section here. And we're just going to keep mixing things up a little bit. But we have our dark, medium, and light, and you just keep blending things in here. And the nice thing about this design wall is you can easily pick off the pieces and move them around a little bit. But you just start adding your colors, and then you step back and look every once in a while and maybe mix them up again a little bit. Again, oh, look at these gorgeous colors. Carla does such a gorgeous job with these hand-dyed fabrics. I just love cherrywood fabric. And then we just keep mixing them up and putting the darker ones toward the outside edges and the medium ones in the middle and the lightest ones closer to the cross. But you get the idea. We're just going to keep putting our colors in there. And then when we get to our sections where we're close to these swooshy lines between two colors, then you want to make sure that you have some of your fabrics that have a little bit of both colors. This one has just a hint of gold in it, so I want that kind of close to this border line of the swooshy colors. Here again is, oh, some more gorgeous cherrywood. If you're familiar with cherrywood, you recognize Carla's green colors. She is the queen of green. And you just keep putting them on here, getting your darker and darker and darker ones as you get to the outside. Here again is another batik. And again, you can see that it has both the gold and the green to it. And I'm actually going to flip it the other way around so that the green is closer to the gold and the gold is closer to the green of that particular square. And we just keep doing that with all of our different sections of colors. We have more red over here. Red is the one color that we have in two different places. And again, I've got some reds that have some purples to them. And so we want those down in there. And anyway, you just keep adding all your little squares and moving them around and having fun with it. And we'll check back with you later. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. Toodaloo.